What's up, everybody? Brett here, back today playing some more Battle Brothers. Last episode was pretty damn exciting. I went ahead and did some stuff off camera. Let's go ahead and talk about it real quick before we get into the action. Names. I got some names on some new bros. I was very happy to do it. Tiberos the Red Wake, I have designated as a future Dagger Bro. I'm excited about that. I wanted to have at least one Dagger Bro in our company, and I think he's going to be it. With this super high melee skill, he's a thief. So that also kind of makes sense. He's shanking people in the dark. I think he's going to be it. And a cool name from 40k like Tiberos the Red Wake. It's going to be perfect for him. Because he's going to leave a bloody mess behind him whenever he starts puncturing the heck out of people. If we can get him a Rondo Dagger, I will take this falchion off. A regular dagger would be fine for now. But let's get him some stats first. And let's get his, let's get his nimble dodge situation correct. And then we'll be able to use him as intended. We also have Logan the Bloody Nine, who, I'm trying to remember who it was that suggested this name. Sorry if I can't remember the name suggestors off the top of my head. But he suggested that he be an axe bro. So I took my axe off of, I think it was either Tongue or Moody. And I switched some weapons around. I bought another war fork that was damaged. It was only like 200 crowns. Just to replace it temporarily. That way I could give this to Logan. So, will he stay? I mean, I figured he's going to be a polearm crossbow bro. So, at least for the moment, that's what I'm thinking with him. He may also very well be something totally different. But with 2 points in hit points, or 2 stars rather, and 3 stars in fatigue, there's quite a lot of things he could be. He could go in a lot of different directions. But I'm going to tend to lean towards a dedicated heavy armor polearm bro. And if he's got to have a polearm, why not give him a long axe? Because apparently this character is a super axe wielder from some fantasy. So, let's keep it true to faith. He's in the Warhammer fantasy inside of the Battle Brothers universe. It's a very Robert Downey Jr. and Tropic Thunder moment. But, it's still pretty good. He's a fantasy inside of a fantasy inside of a fantasy. We also have Screamer of the Ditties, which we picked up in the last episode. So that's another new bro. He's going to be our flagellant tester for sure. But he's got some serious injuries. So I went to the temple and got those repaired. They'll be healed by tomorrow. Jake is hurt. Longbeard. Longbeard is finally in the game. So Longbeard the Grumbler. We're going to try and get you as long of a beard as we can. I went dwarf with it. I don't know if that's where you were thinking. But I honestly, man, I think you asked for a hammer, bro. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that for you. Like a paladin type character. But you will be an awesome archer if that's cool with you. At some point, you're just going to be smacking people. Being insecure is not a big deal. This is still a solid archer bro for the late game. And I'm excited to have him on board. So aside from that, Tiberos, Longbeard, Logan, and then we also added Screamer. We are currently up to 18 brothers. Daily wages at 261, not bad. And we are about to hunt down whatever is killing people in the desert around Hakim al-Ramal. But I need to find the footprints first, and I don't see them. Alright, that's a little frustrating. A few corpses in the sand. Some have slid halfway down a dune. Another rests at the base. Another far from the base, seemingly thrown that way. The bodies being uncovered by the sands hints at some recency in the deaths. It seems whatever attacked the people pulverized them with incredible force, then spent a brief time mutilating what was left, sanding the flesh down to the bone in spots. The ifrits must be close. So we're fighting ifrits again to start today's episode. Wish me luck. For only 900 crowns, that's not a lot for such dangerous prey, but they drop like the best drops that I've seen in this game in terms of just straight cash. Everyone's in pretty good shape now. I decided to take some new brothers into this fight. Jake needs some time to recover. Screamer's fine, but his 2 injuries are pretty crappy ones. So we're going to do what we do. Fight these ifrits. Now last time we kind of screwed ourselves. Feel free to read this if you would like. No, you know what? I'm going to read it. That's my job. The sand dunes ahead slip from top to bottom. The sand's curling toward like a sheet being pulled off a bed. But a stone appears unearthed and another, and when the first stone rises you realize it is an ifrit. A growl scratches out, a deep bellow that is crackling with the clash of sandy winds. The ifrit takes some sloping, disjointed shape of a man. stones for bones and sands for flesh, and it charges forth. Very cool. But last time I was saying we kind of screwed ourselves by made like those giant ifrits, because we made it so that the battle was way easier, but we made it harder to get crafting ingredients and money from the fight, because we left them no place to drop all the little guys. So, you know, I still think it's probably correct to try to avoid death and damage. We'll pass here. Our frontliners can probably just pass. Pardon the yawns. It is early for me. We'll take a shot. This is probably a completely useless shot. Actually, yeah, we're not taking any more shots. Useless shots. Because he's just going to step in and throw at me. And I want to have my actions this turn and my fatigue ready for when those little ones come in, we can just bop them instantly. Keep on passing. We can hear them merging. They're probably going to make at least one big guy. Yep. We'll just pass. Don't even need to use the falcon. We'll see them coming. I know it's pretty boring. I think it's a pretty bad idea to step in on these guys, though. I think what you can do, it seems like the AI loves to target whoever's out front. I think that's a strategy we can employ. So we could take someone, not Tiberos. We could take someone like, not Jake either, he's a bit hurt. Someone like Zawahir or Aldrich, or even Miguel. Unfortunately, my three strongest defensive bros, or three of them, are all right here. I need to distribute those guys a little bit better. But what I can do here, so let's actually see his stats. He's got pretty good range defense. And if we shield wall, that goes up to 42. So I think we can do that. And I would not be surprised to see them throw at Zawahir. And we'll shield wall here. Yeah, he's up to 61. You know, we'll step forward. And we're just going to give them targets. We want to give them the targets that we want to give them. You know what I mean? I'm going to step in a little bit. Wow, they went for Tiberos. That is interesting. Okay. So that was a bit of a hypothesis that perhaps has been disproven. But what I observed in many of my last fights was that they seemed to target... Seemed, being the operative word. They seemed to target the brothers who were just out front. Okay. It's maybe time just to go ahead and get the banners out. 72% we missed. It's okay. That was Logan's chance to get an early shot in. And Wolf is also new. That's right. Wolf Blood Arm. His gear kind of made me forget, but he is a new bro as well. I do not want to fight them on high ground, so I will not. Let's land this. Alright. And look at the... Oh my god. From killing one of these guys. So the crafting ingredient's like 400. And that other piece that looks like gold nuggets, that is hundreds. I don't remember exactly what it is, but it's quite expensive. And that's one of these little buggers. And we're just going to pass. Kind of leaving Tiberos back here. We'll step forward there. Nope, not going to waste the crossbow shot. I'll step in here with Moody. Really just need to see where they throw their little chunks. That's fine. Glad I didn't return the shield wall. I want to have the fatigue necessary. We'll step on that. The fatigue necessary to swing with Zawahir. It's all about what the big boy does. That hurt. Oh my god, that hurt. Okay. Well, let's get this guy off of Ack before he kills him. Archery's still good at the moment. Damn, the whiffs. As long as they have armor, archery seems to be okay, because you're still hitting the armor. Did it hurt anyone else? Just him, huh? Well, we're going to do our best to isolate some of these if it's possible. Okay, we're starting to feel the unlucky whiffs again. Let's minimize that, please. Like, we just missed a bunch of 60s and 50s, and feels bad, man. There we go. So we need to be... Yeah, I don't really want to step on that. And what I think is going to happen is they're going to form up. Yeah, I don't think I step in. Yeah. There's almost no point in putting DPS on those guys when they can still do that. Went for Ack, but they didn't get him. And we've taken way too long to kill that guy. Still. Let's get up top. Because we have the men to surround this now. Boy, that does good damage. And the axe coming in. We'll see. Alright, that went down. That's great. I'm going to back up here with Ack. We don't have the surround yet. That's what worries me. It's not my best positioning. I don't want to get Tiberos in this mix. Probably one shot from the big boy will take him out. Step in. Pike does work. I should have moved him out of the way, though. That's for sure. Alright. Ulfric can get in there. But with the big surround, we're going to make it so that these guys can't spawn a bunch of them. Effectively, we've already killed a lot of them by doing it this way. Pretty cheesy, to be honest. It feels cheesy. Whether it is or isn't, I don't really know. But it feels pretty cheesy. Let's get you out of the way. We've got a lot of our biggest bros on this fight directly. Like Rodrigo and Reynold. Everyone else just kind of needs to chill and wait. Alright, not missing with the pole arms. Logan has good odds to hit, but he hasn't really hit anything yet. Let's get up there, pull out the Warfork. We'll hope to replace the Warfork soon. There we go. And finished. That's the way to do it. We really limited our loot there, but we also limited the risk heavily by doing it that way. So I'm not mad at that. I think we've read this before. Feel free to read this again. I'm pretty sure we read this in the last episode. It's just kind of letting you know the origin of the ifrits, that they're really just human souls trapped in the desert, looking for some sort of vengeance, perhaps. A successful hunt. And I love... You're welcome to read all those events and stuff at the end. I know I've read them several times now. But it's basically that guy taking credit for our kill. Because he feels that it was his gold that made it happen. So tempted to make... Let's see, what do we have that we can make? A cat potion, happy powder. I'm tempted to make a lot of this stuff. Just to unlock the recipes. Do I have an extra armor? Extra fur? I do. Huh. I'll just craft that. I also kind of want to make this smoke pot as well. I'm not so big on happy powder. It could lead to some interesting... Yeah, overindulgence may lead to sickness. It could give us like an interesting event or something. I don't know. I don't think I've ever used this in the game. Kind of would like to make a reinforced throwing net. And we're just kind of just unlocking recipes. I like to be able to see what my options are. Paint is not something I'm going to mess with. It's a waste of crafting ingredients. If you could paint everything in the game, I would paint everything. I would love to paint everything, but you can't. So, and the potions, some of them are great. Not affected by non-permanent injuries. You could see how this could be useful, especially if you were playing on like the Lone Wolf or like even the Gladiator run, where your men are limited, and you could use these to try and get you through some tough battles where you have a lot of injured brothers, but you can't afford to let that drag you down. And then this will increase your initiative by 20. Just good stuff to know. That has a sprained ankle. That's not a very severe injury. We're okay with that for now. No more contracts for us. Oh yeah, guys, and I don't know if I showed this off. I bought this helmet, this sick heavy lamellar helmet, when I was naming everyone. I just pulled the trigger on that. I needed to get these dudes into some sort of armor, so I pulled the trigger on the Linothorax armor. And just some of the cheaper helmets that they had laying around. And then I saw this awesome helmet, and I was like, you know what? I've never had this helmet before. It would look sick on Reynold. Let's get it. It'll displace one of these other helmets that we can then use to outfit one of our other bros. I thought that was a good play. So, not the most efficient use of my cash, but there you go. And here, yeah, glittering rock worth 700 apiece. Thank you very much. And then I'll take that extra like 880 crowns on top of that. Yeah. Very good. We're going to buy some rice. Going to buy a little bit of tools. And I think we're going to head out. The prices here for spices and stuff, still not great. I may head... Where are we going? That's a big thing. Where are we going? I want to go somewhere with an armorer, because I want to be able to buy attachments. And there's Griffinwall here, which has an armor weaponsmith kennel. And there's Lowenskance here, which has an armor weaponsmith Fletcher training hall. So I think that's where we need to go. We're gonna bounce back and forth between those two places and see what kind of contracts we can get, or what type of trouble we can get into. There's a mountain here. I'm probably gonna use it to scout. You step out of your tent to survey the men. A great many of them are freshly hired grunts, nervously buddying up with one another or trying their hand at some of the weapons. Reynold the Sigmarite comes to your side. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking you just hired a bunch of meat for a thresher. How about I whip these boys into shape so they don't eat an orcish blade their first go in the field? This is new. Or at least I've never seen it before. I've never hired so many men at once, perhaps. See if you can teach them to fight man against man. See that they can put bow and arrow to use. I did pick up 2 of them that I intend to be ranged brothers. Get them in shape to carry real armor. Yeah, let's do that, because I think that'll be relevant no matter what their specialty is. Reynold the Sigmarite loses a sharp whistle, gathering the new recruits around him. He looks around, grinning and nods. Alright, you limp-dick, teat-sucking, noodle-armed goat farkers. We're going on a march. The veteran spends the rest of the day ruthlessly running the recruits as far as he can, until the last one drops from exhaustion. Breathe, little babe, breathe. Take it all in. There's plenty to go around for the rest of us. Don't feel bad. Swallow it like your mother should have swallowed you. Wow. Okay. Well, didn't see that one coming. Now, I've shot stains that ran faster than the lot of you. So I'll be seeing y'all again tomorrow on good proper time. That'd be before the sun rises. You know. We'll do that again tomorrow. Alright. So 3 of our brothers are exhausted. Oh, no, wait. Let's see. The Screamer gains 2 max fatigue, but is exhausted. Wolfram gains 2 max fatigue, but is exhausted. Tiberios gains 2 max fatigue, but is not exhausted, so that's cool. Logan gains 3 max fatigue, but is exhausted, and Longbeard gains 1. Yeah, I like that. I think max fatigue is great. I mean, that was just a free roll on all of our new bros. Very cool. And his fatigue is pitiful on Wolf. But we'll get there. He's not even in that heavy of armor, which is kind of what makes it scary. But yeah. Hook you up there. That was a cool event. And it sounded a lot like a drill sergeant yelling at you, so. I remember one of our first company runs we ever did. I felt very, ooh, we're going to take this fight. I felt very motivated by not wanting to get called a lot of bad names. So it worked on me. Alright, still healing up. Would like to get Screamer in this fight. Who do we take out? Yeah, being exhausted is pretty garbage. I don't really want to take Wolf out, though. I want to take out someone who, you know, can maybe lose a battle or two and it won't make much of a difference. You got to be careful because you don't want to take out your heavy hitters either because you need them to do the damage. You know what? Ak is fine. Let's give Ak a little break. We'll just chill like this. This is just some Orc Young. It should not be a big problem. We'll engage. Only 6 of them. Last time we fought any kind of Orc Young, we had many fewer brothers and much worse gear. It's kind of crazy because if you look at our formation, look how, I mean, it just goes for days. We're going to set up some killing positions. We're also missing our attacks quite a bit. Wolf is exhausted. I'll still step him in though. And we're making little concaves for them to step into. If they want to come here or here or here, that's what we're going to do. And we'll block them off there. And it still kind of makes it its own little concave. We'll just take shots, whatever. Whatever we can get. Step forward where it makes sense. Good luck, brothers. We have to expect them to charge in. And to land the charges. No matter how many they get. Yeah, it's nice if they don't actually get the hit afterwards. You know what? I don't think they're going to give me a good concave here. Yeah, he even pulled out throwing weapons. Alright, these misses are starting to feel a little awkward. Wait. Okay, that was a hit at least. We're going to step in on these dudes. We're not going to waste opportunities for good DPS. Just for like hyper efficiency or pro strats. It's not happening. We're going to step in, get the smashes. This though, I don't really like this. But he's got a throwing weapon. He's content just to chill. So we're not going to let him do that, of course. We're just going to go around. There we go. Unfortunately, we missed 2 87s. Do not ever take me to Las Vegas, guys. Not that you were going to, but if you were, just leave me behind. I'm no good. I'm no good to you. All right, we only got one that wants to break. We need to get in some bigger armor if we're gonna fight real orcs. This is the more dangerous fight up here. I'm gonna go for the stun into the beatdown. Nice. You, sir, are not going in. Not just yet. Yeah, to fight orcs, you need to have resilience. And a means of causing terror among their ranks is a pretty good thing as well. One thing I would love to get is wolf pelts for this run. We got to spend a lot more time in the north, though. I think the hyena and the wolf pelts are pretty comparable. Perhaps the hyenas are better. But against, man, you really almost can't even beat the power of the wolf pelts against characters with low resolve. Because I've done this before. I did this in our Beast and Exploration DLC. I got fearsome on every brother, and I also had wolf pelts on every set of armor, and we just routed huge armies. We'd start off with our archers, our legit archers. All had berserk, all had executioner, and I'm trying to talk and play at the same time. They all had executioner and crippling strikes. So in the first 2 turns, we would kill and injure so many of the enemy. Especially, let's say we're talking about fighting orcs, that they would be running by like turn 3. By the time their front lines clashed, half of them didn't want to fight anymore. And that's insane. Now obviously it takes a hot second to get to that point. And it's very useless against all undead enemies. Man, I wish I had rotation. We are going to run you down, sir. That weapon is worth a pretty penny. And there we go. He finally gets his axe bloody. I like it. And for our trouble, we're going to get some salt. But yeah, the head chopper is usually worth a couple hundred. So you want to pick that up. And repair it if you can. That was worth it. And Wolf is going to pick up a level here. Student is going to go nicely with the Drill Sergeant. I haven't yet got much feedback on the Drill Sergeant pickup. Hopefully you guys agree with that. I thought it was a pretty solid grab for us. I hate his low resolve. But I feel like I have to take a 2 in melee skill here. As much as I avoid taking 2s. Screamer, we're going to get you Student as well. Very low melee skill roll. Not happy to see that. We may ignore mostly his resolve. I'll take really high rolls in it, but fatigue, HP, and I'll take melee defense here. I would love to take melee skill, but initiative is going to be important for him. Hit points and fatigue. These are going to be the 3 most important, with melee skill coming kind of behind that. But once we go for dodge, we'll be all set. But his fatigue is very poor. But thankfully he's got 2 stars in it, so he might be able to make up for it. Alright, let's just go to Strawdorf for the moment. We're already here. Maybe they'll give me a contract to come and take this place out, which is something that I've been wanting to do for a while anyway. It's a thorn in my side, just sitting there laughing at me. It's got fortifications and it's on the steppe, so it could be an incredibly dangerous fight. Close ranks a little. And they do indeed have 2 contracts. Greenskins out north of Griffinwall. Where is Griffinwall? Griffinwall is where I would like to go, but I'd like to not have to come back here anytime soon. And they want us to go to Goldfist. Not interested. Yeah, this sucks. That's alright. Let's get out of here and go to Lowenskantz. Should be able to get there bright and early. People are attacking nearby. And we've got 7 grand to play with. And there are more militiamen for us to try and hire. A Fletcher here, yeah. I need 2 bags of bolts, which is important, because I wanted to give that to Logan here, so that he may begin to be a useful crossbow bro. Alright. Can't really afford to just grab heavy crossbows willy-nilly at this point. I'm just going to sell this orc stuff. Get that out of my inventory. I'll sell the salt as well. The price is here to sell. Pretty medium. I don't have my shield anymore, my handy dandy shield. The price is to buy, though, not bad. Not terrible. I could grab both of these reinforced mail hauberks, and that would not be bad pickups. But they also have the next step up, which are the lamellar harnesses, which I'm much more inclined to just skip the reinforced mail hauberks, or you skip them all altogether and you just go straight for a sellswords armor, which is a much more worthy piece for the late game. But they also have a Saleh helmet here, which is a best in slot archer helmet. So we have real options here. Should have sold these for good money when I had the chance. I'm tempted, guys, to grab both of these leather, or both of these lamellar harnesses. That is. Now, the annoying thing is they have no contracts for me here. So they're not really giving me a way to make money to earn my keep. Ooh, they have a pretty cheap billhook here, which I think I'm going to buy. Because we're using a war fort currently. The prices here are good for stuff in the marketplace. I could use some food. Let's buy one of those. Up to 6 days. I'm going to buy the billhook. That was a pretty heavy purchase for us. But we're still using hooked blades and war forks. And then we've got someone like Longbeard here, who is just straight up holding a boar spear. So, that's a good pickup. No regrets. I want to sell these sulfurous rocks. And I kind of want to sell these third eyes as well. Even to sell the shimmering ash. Like, I could just get rid of all this stuff and clear my inventory a bit. But those are harder to come by. Because now I'm looking at this. If I can only get one piece of armor, the sellswords armor is definitely one to get. Could get both of the reinforced mail hauberks. Those would be big pickups for my front line. Guys who are still wearing 110s, they would each get 100 extra armor. And then we could pass those on to the guys wearing the linothoraxes. So this is where, you know, it comes down to it, right? Are you a long game player or a short game player? And I'm trying to be a long game player. A Saleh helmet is a long game pickup. It's best in slot. You know, you're not, unless you get a unique item, you're not going to get anything better than this for your archers' helmets. So grabbing this is always a solid investment if you have archers. Whereas grabbing, you know, 2 reinforced mail hauberks might feel great in the beginning, or for now. There's a point in the late game where the reinforced mail hauberks just get cycled out and you don't need them anymore. Whereas lamellar harnesses, where I'd pick both of these up, that might take a good bit longer to find stuff to outfit this many men. That's going to be better than leather, or lamellar harnesses rather. So, yeah, it's hard to say. If I just had a little bit more money, I would be fine, but I just don't. And they're not giving me contracts here, so it's hard to know what to do. I'm going to grab the Saleh helmet. I don't think these are going anywhere, at least for the immediate meantime. And Tung, I think, is our best archer currently. Oh no, Zigzagonoff is. Wow, Zigzagonoff, man, you doing it. And Moody's not far behind either, which is cool. So yeah, best archer gets the Saleh helmet. That's the way the cookie crumbles. This is an 80. Give that here. I don't think anyone needs that helmet in particular. This is -1 fatigue. Doesn't matter on a crossbowman. Alright. With some minor adjustments, we've figured some stuff out. Yeah, man, I'm so tempted. I just don't think there's anything I'm going to do with these third eyes. I don't remember what we can use them for. But I would like to grab one of these lamellar harnesses. I think I might just have to pass. Yeah, it feels bad, man, not to get any contracts. I think these were Honor Guard last time we saw them. I have a feeling that there's something here for us to fight. Perhaps not. Let's do a roundabout, circuitous route. By the time we get here, it'll be nightfall. So we might as well try and kill some of this, there we go. Bleached out ruins. Let's take this fight. Kill some of the time before we get back. Maybe make some money. Geists. And I think we do not have our band. Okay, if we have to take this fight again, we'll bring in our bannerman. We still have a sergeant. Jake's still here in the center. And the undead that we're fighting, the Wiedergangers, aren't the most dangerous. They're armored Wiedergangers to be sure, but there's not mixed in fallen heroes with necromancers, which is what these types of fights will look like later when there's like 26, 29 of them. But for now, we're okay. But if we get the chance to kill a Geist, we gotta take it. Kind of a spooky little fight. But yeah, if we can just slaughter the armored Wiedergangers before the Geist even become relevant, we might be okay. And the Geist do what they always do. They're going to hang back until the front lines clash. And we're just trying to soften these dudes up. Take out armor. Look how long our front line is. It's crazy. We'd like to have a slightly higher ratio of polearm and archer bros. Because they're not really killing it yet, but they will be. There'll be a point where they straight up carry us. Well, I keep shooting and not expecting to miss. And then we miss. Took a lot of ammo to bring this one guy down, and he may very well just get right back up. If he doesn't, though, that's pretty sweet, but he probably will. Alright, armor down for him. This is not bad, it's just good damage before the fighting even starts. We have so many men, I can't imagine this small number of armored Wiedergangers would even be able to tie us down, such that we can't get to the back line. We'll go for the easy damage there. Ooh, and they're spreading out. Very interesting. Good damage there from Tiberos. Can't wait till he's a dagger bro. Playing the Gladiator run really gave me, like, a strong desire to use daggers now. That wasn't there before. Good hit. Take him out. Want to stay a little bit high and tight around Jake. Hopefully Jake isn't the one that gets scared, because if he is, okay. Because we're a little spread far afield right now. And the Geists are still pretty well protected. Go for the decapitation, step in. Very good. And they're holding me back for a minute here. Big hammer coming in hot. We needed to land that first strike, that way we could go for a decapitation on the second strike. But if this is going well, it's only because We're the swarm. Normally the undead are the ones that's swarming you, and they're keeping you on your back foot to where you can't, like, step forward and get into the fight better. No, I'm gonna step in here. I'm disrespecting your ability to stop me. Alright, that hurt. And Screamer, not yet the true believer of Sigmar that he will one day become. The unbreakable mountain of courage. But I believe. Alright, that sucks. But some of our brothers are going to be fine. And whenever Jake's turn, we're going to have to rally. Very good. Okay, we didn't quite get him there. Man, Rodrigo just a little bit out of position every time. One hit is all we need to take him out. Freeing up Jake. Alright, let's rally here. It did fine for some of our brothers, but not for all of them. Ulfric may be in trouble. We're going to switch him out with rotation. Damn, even with the triple surround, we didn't land the shot. But rotating him out made it so that the Geist and I almost called him unweaponized zombie. But the zombie with no weapon, the Wiedergang with no weapon, won't be able to hit him on the way out. So that's still good. Should have used quick hands to give him a melee weapon, but that's okay. If all he does is scream and scares Zigzagonoff, we're okay. Yeah, just like that. Tibero's doing the Lord's work. His sword giving him an increased chance to hit. As we know, the Geist... Man, Rodrigo, dude. The Geist are very hard to hit, so... Very good. Put him down for good, please. And Reynold just kind of been up here, the silent killer, smashing zombies with a hammer. Okay. I was about to say, just finish it for me, Jake, and he does. There we go, some good hits. Screamer, you can come back, dude. We killed all the spooky ghosts. They're gone, man. We got a lot of low MVPs this battle. That's great. Tibero stepped up. Even Wolf has been... Yeah, damn, he nailed it again. Even Wolf has been up here. Just kind of holding this flank down. Okay, almost done. We'll just wait down here. Fortunately, Wolf is quite exhausted. And down they go. For our trouble, Andreas gets a level. Logan and Tiberos get a level, and so does Longbeard. Wow, what do we get? Ancient gold coins, and an ornate totem, and a signet ring, and crowns. And a bunch of stuff we can sell. A decent little helmet here that'll replace something we're wearing, I'm sure. Because we are wearing a good bit of junk. But let's see. This is a 115. These are 110s. Give that to Screamer. And then we can replace anyone with this? Not really. Okay. But we should repair the hand axe. Probably the Skirmishes axes as well. Man, but this is enough loot to go back to that town and see about getting that set of armor. Tiberos here. Happy to get you student. You should level up very quickly. 3 in melee skill. You love to see it. And for a dagger, bro, there's certain things that are very important. Initiative, I think, is going to be huge for him. And I'm going to take a 3 in melee defense at the moment, but like we need to get him fatigue and HP. So hopefully those rolls come out better the next time. If not, we might have an issue. Colossus here on Logan. I'm in, wow, a 5 roll in fatigue. That's great. And I'll also take this 4 roll in hit points and the 3 in range skill. That was all really good for him. Hoping he's going to come out to be a really powerful polearm crossbow, bro. And then Colossus here on Longbeard. 5 in range skill. That's what we want. To accompany a 4 in maximum fatigue as well. Very good. And I'm going to take this 4 in resolve. Get him over that 40 threshold. And then Andreas here, a much more experienced brother. Ready to go. And he's got dodge, so let's just go ahead and pick up nimble here for him. Or you know what? Let's get berserk. He's not taking a lot of hits. Let's go for berserk. Increase our offensive capability. 4 in range skill. Happy with that. 5 in initiative. Not a good fatigue roll at all. I'm tempted here, honestly, to take a little bit of melee skill on him. If we can get him up to 60, I would probably stop there. I wouldn't pump any more than that. But yeah, let's go back down here. If there's even another fight we could take, I would be interested. Because it's going to be night anyway. In either direction we go, north or south. But that was very good treasure. And we're getting a little bit of the taste of the Great Wide Open. See, now it's morning. Let's just shoot straight back. Man, it feels so weird coming from the Gladiator run. Knowing that I had to pay out like 1,000 crowns a day. The pressure of like constantly staying moving from that was enormous. And their stuff has changed up. Is it because of marauding greenskins? No! All the gear is gone. Dang it. Okay. Well, the stuff here is still fine to sell. The prices aren't amazing. But I'm still going to get rid of it. Okay. We can pick up some more food and tools. I thought the tool prices were good, weren't they? Yes. And you know what? We're just going to grab them all. And we're going to grab that. All the ammo. Let's stock up. That's what money's for in this game. Buying the provisions you need. I'm also going to grab 2 sets of bandages. I don't hate that. We've got a lot of brothers now, and we need to have more coverage for stuff like bandages. More brothers who can use them to help us in case we get into some terrible like bleeding situation. Get up to 7. Get up to 8. Ooh, that was a bad purchase. We're still up to 8. I don't know if I want to bring any tailors on board. Alright. That was a little bit excessive. But wait, they didn't have any contracts for us. No, no contracts. God, I hate you, Lowenskans. We had very little luck every time we've come here. We haven't gotten any contracts. This was Honor Guard. We could probably kill some Honor Guard nowadays. Okay, I accept this fight. More easy zombie kills. But what can you do? I can't pass up free money. The machine is rolling now. And we gotta feed it. You know what? Let's speed this up. Just completely in turn. We already know we're gonna let them come to us. It gives us such a big advantage. Almost a fight that's not... Well, I mean, it really kind of is. It's almost a fight that's not worth using ammunition for. Take an aim shot there. Nice. Alright, now we spacebar. Can't wait till we get war bows on everyone, heavy crossbows. The amount of damage that our backline is going to do is going to be impressive. Impressive and oppressive. And now Logan's on board with the crossbow too. So it gives us 6 backliners. I think 7 would be ideal. But there's still time yet to grab more backliners. We're not yet done curating this band. Very good. Definitely go for bill hooks. It's melee time. Get the Warfork out. We just need to step up in all the right spots. Swing and a miss. The terrain here is going to help us a little. He does not yet have quick hands, so let's just shoot with him. That worked out very well. Step in. We'll just step in and shield wall. I care more about my new bros surviving these battles than anything else. Not that he's in any danger of dying, but he's in sort of the frontline position for where the most enemies are. And I definitely have too many resources devoted to this top fight. I'm going to step in here and lock some of these dudes down. 2 of them can come forward and 2 of them can't. Always rough when you miss with a big weapon like that axe. If you look at damage as just pure numbers, the amount of numbers that you miss out on when you miss with an axe is just staggering because it has the ability to hit both head and body. So especially if you're fighting something that's heavily armored, it's a lot. Alright, some dudes in the back line that caused me some trouble. Man, we still don't have any handguns. Oh, I didn't see you, buddy. Sorry. Handguns are a big reason to stick around the south and try to get rich again. Because our options really have been either armor, weaponry, new brothers, right? We've managed to acquire enough new brothers that I'm happy with our progress in that regard. There we go, decapitation, thank you. Armor is really poor, just because we have so many brothers to outfit now. So I've kind of opted to go for armor at this point. Wow, good throws from Miguel. Miguel's just always in the back landing his shots. Being the real bro that we need. That's silent but deadly, bro. Anticipating some of them coming back. Only one. But yeah, I've kind of opted to see armor as our biggest get. After brothers. And I'll still pick up a good brother if I can find one. Because we do still have room. Decapitation for the win. Alright. And for our trouble, we get another one of these kettle hats. Signet ring. Not as lucrative as the last fight, but I didn't expect it to be. The kettle hat should go on someone, correct? Sure. There we go. You guys can be the kettle hat bros. And really, we could use better helmets in the male coys on these guys since they are using composite bows. But when the time comes, they're going to want to switch over to Saleh helmets or male coys. So yeah, we can go a little bit heavier on their head armor. Anything else for me to fight before we get to Griffin Wall? I'm happy with our Saleh helmet pickup. And I did off camera get that ridiculous melee helmet. And this is a good plate. Wow, look at the tool prices here. Very good. Prices to sell actually very poor. But I'm not gonna hold stuff. We've got 5K to play with. See what they have in the weapon. Ooh, I've been wanting a great sword, and this is not a bad price. It's a huge chunk of our income, though. Or our money, rather. And this is a very well-priced reinforced male halberd. The closer you get to like 2,300, the better the price. So their prices to buy are not bad right now. They also have some dogs that we could get. Damn. If you know me, you know I'm thinking about that great sword real hard. Because what I would do is I would give that great sword to... Where is he? Well, first off, we've got... If we look at perks. So Reynold is a hammer master. We designated him that early on. And then we also designated... Let's see where he is. Rodrigo as a sword master. So we would give him the sword and then we'd be able to pass on the great axe to someone else. And then we've got Justin the Giant here who's... For the moment, I mean, he's pretty content using a crypt cleaver. That's a pretty solid weapon. But I would probably give him the axe. But I could have sworn... We have someone else who's gonna be a... Not you. That's going to be... I think it's Zawa here. That I had planned on having him as a two-handed bro. He just doesn't have the abilities yet. I'm pretty sure it's him. Yeah. So he doesn't have it yet. But, you know, he's going to get Battle Forward Berserk first. But then at that point, we could go, you know, totally different with him. We could give him Axe Mastery or something like that. Or Cleaver Mastery. Also, I just realized I have not changed Zawahir's name this entire time. He's the brother that I haven't changed his name. Alright, we need to change his name. And he's going to be a badass at some point. I don't know how to spell this name, though. Damn it. It's Robot Guilliman from Warhammer 40k. He's a Primarch. Damn, we got to change his name. I think that's who this is going to be. This is a great brother. I can't do it right now, guys. Sad, I'm not going to pull up my phone. But the great sword would be an awesome purchase. But a risky one. We have a contract here. Let's see what they want me to do. Goblins. Damn. And they're not willing to pay me anything extra. Camp of the Senate. That sounds like a big goblin location. If I had to guess. It sounds quite dangerous. I'm going to sell a boar spear. I'm going to sell an Exur horn. I'm going to sell a third eye. I'm going to sell shimmering ashes. I'm also going to sell one of those. And with that money, I'm going to fulfill my destiny. Alright. Don't hate me. Don't hate me, Rodrigo. You're doing it, bro. You're living the dream. You are living the dream, good sir. And Zawa here currently. Boom. I'm going straight to Great Axe with you. And, let's see, Frontline Bros. Let's hook you up with the Shamshir. Feels good. Flagellants need those weapons. This should probably be Wolf's weapon for now. And if we're going into a tough fight like that, I'm happy to level my bros. Especially the ones that need it. But if we're going into a tough fight, we need to switch out. For reliability. And Justin's a good brother. I don't want to let him fall behind. Rodrigo and Reynold on the flanks, holding it down for us. Yeah, who'd have thought we would actually run out of slots to put brothers? Alright, where am I going? Oh, wow. Okay, well, we've got our explorer shoes on. We're over an hour at this point, but by the time we get there, we'll probably find another fight to take along the way. It's nice knowing that our brothers that are in reserve won't have issues. Some orc berserkers. Okay. Well, I mean, that's a dangerous, dangerous fight. Dangerous, dangerous fight. And you're not going to catch me chickening out, but I'm going to chicken out just a little bit. Let's bring Justin back in. Yeah, I think this is fine. It's in the swamp, which generally favors whoever has the range. However, we're not fighting in the swamp. So it may not actually be relevant at all. I'm hoping someone steps in further than this guy. In a location where I can hit them with archery. Alright, they're not really giving me any clear lines of sight, but we just need a little bit of damage on them, soften them up. Especially the ones that have a little bit of armor like this guy. Just knock it off of him. Feels bad to miss 60s and, you know, stuff like that, but it's kind of par for the course now. 64 here with no armor. Put a shot on him. Focusing one down would be pretty huge. Nice. Some of our brothers can very easily go toe-to-toe with these things now. Just with gear and power. Dudes like Reynold. Zawa here needs better armor for sure. Step up here. I could step in for some like positioning stuff, but I want a whole nother round of just shooting. And if some of them charge in, it won't be all of them. Alright, that was a little terrible, Tongue. Step in there. Alright, Andrea, switch out, Bill Hook time. Let's do it! Yes, and that's all of his armor. Later, man. No, Justin, we brought you in as a ringer. Don't fail me, bro. I went for the stun and didn't get it. I'm not 100% if you can stun berserkers. I wouldn't be surprised if you couldn't. Later, man. The first swing with the greatsword was a decapitation. A most auspicious moment. This is, of course, an impassable terrain, or the animal remains. We'll reload. Unfortunate misses. But we're only fighting 3 of them now. And some of them are on brothers that they shouldn't be able to hurt very easily. But, I mean, they're using incredibly dangerous weapons. This is not someone who's well armored. Okay, we'll see what he does. Charge in. Yeah, that's exactly what I expected. This is also exactly what I expected. He almost one-shot me by hitting me in the head. That's so brutal. Good man, Wolf. That would have been a hell of a lot easier if you had done that earlier. Alright, Logan does not have quick hands yet, so we just need to keep reloading. The decapitations are wild. Man. Look at Zawi here. Woo! He needs some big boy armor if we're going to keep him as a two-hander. And for our trouble, we got 3 berserker chains, a head chopper, and a head splitter. And some furs. So he's going to need some time to recover and repair. So we'll give him that time. And then we also got a level on Moody, which is great. Just going to take Berserk for now. 4 in range skill. 4 in fatigue. Good pickups. And then I have a chance here to grab either 3 in range defense, considering he has 0. 3 in range defense isn't going to do much, but like if we can get it up to 10. Or go for 3 in melee skill, which is what I'm going to do. I want to get him to like 70-70. Probably even higher than that when it comes to range skill, like 75. He's still got many, many levels to go. He'll probably get up to 80 in range skill, which is solid. Especially if I end up switching him over to a crossbow. He'll be a highly accurate crossbowman if I were to do that. Did anyone else take a beating in that fight? I don't think so. Thankfully, there just weren't a lot of numbers there. Yeah, everyone's in great shape. Axe just chilling. Allowing his new bros to get some experience. Very big of him. But yeah, I think we're running out of time today. If I come across another small battle, we'll take it. But it's nice to have a few extra bros in case we need to switch dudes out. We have that ability now. It's kind of a game changer at this point in our campaign. I was about to say, there's no way there's not something here. And it's raiders and poachers, which is something we should be able to take. And I did note just now that the goblins have fortifications. And all this junk in the way, it kind of sucks for our archers, but like it's going to funnel them into, I mean, the concaves that we're going to make around these dudes. That's going to mess them up. And if they step in this much, then it's not really messing with our archers at all. Damn, that should have been a later man scenario. Go for the decapitation and freak these dudes out. Because we're on swamp terrain, our movement's going to be a little bit jacked up. Yeah, I'm not stepping in there, not yet. We'll go that away. Good shot. We hit him in the head, and he was wearing a bandana, so he got wrecked. We'll shield wall there. This is not going to be one of those battles that comes down to whether or not we have fatigue. So let's just make our defensive stats as good as we can. They have some big hitting weapons. Should respect them a little bit. He can step in and go for a round swing, probably. Archers should be faster than him. Oh, they're not. That's rough. I figured their slingers would be faster, but I thought some of our bros would be faster than him. See what he does with it. Yeah, expected the round swing there. Oh, he didn't. He went for it, but he didn't step into here. I guess their urge to like not get into the enemy's concave was stronger. Okay, that was not a good shot. It's stronger than their desire to get like offensive damage. We'll go there. Later, man. Okay. Ooh. Swing and a miss with the great sword. Down they go. Trying to set up a bit of an unfair 2v1 up here. Soon to be a 3v1, I think. The rest of these movements, they don't matter. Even if Reynold took a hit there, he's got Battleforge. And that's a, excuse my yawn. And that's a very strong piece of armor, so it wouldn't do much. Even though the hand axe is a pretty good weapon. And he landed the stun. What a dirtbag. Stuns are the great equalizers for sure. Okay, swing and a miss. Did not mean to jump away from this dude. Jump in there. Perfect. All of his armor, all of his HP, gone. Trap him up. This is taking quite some time for how easy this is. We're pretty far from home. I don't think we're going to get any like unique loot from a weak fight like this. Maybe from the goblin fight. I kind of just wanted to see what sort of enemies we have to expect for tomorrow's episode. Whether we're dealing with shamans or overlords or whatever they're called. It's been a while since I had to fight them. We got lots of levels for this. And amber shards and some gold and food to help feed us along the way. I'll take it. And I think that piece of armor is even a slight upgrade. Well, it's definitely an upgrade for some of our brothers who just don't have decent armor currently. Like Tiberos here. And you know what? We need to repair these. This is all worth a fortune. Organize. Take our levels. Happy student. I'll take a 3 there. The melee skills, unfortunately, it's not there. A 4 in fatigue, and I will take this 4 in hit points as well. And there we go. He's over the safety threshold of 71. Another student for Longbeard. Excellent 5 roll in ranged. His ranged skill is just climbing and climbing. Yes. Let's see, what do we pump on him? I'm just going to take a 3 roll here in hit points. I was tempted to go for the initiative. But let's get him over that 71 threshold as well. And this is tongue. So he has dodge and nimble. But he does not have bowmaster. Or berserk. I'm going to go for berserk right now. Next is going to be bowmastery for sure. Happy to get him to 70 finally. 4 there. 5 there. Very good. His initiative is quite high. And then Wolf here. Let's see. Wolf is, I think we designated him as just a solid shield bro. Let's get him brawny. Good melee skill roll. I'll take it. Solid fatigue roll as well. I'm just going to take this 4 in range defense. We're not going to see something like that very often. And it's good. Let's just get him up to 10. And we'll pull him out in exchange for Ack. I'm going to want all the ranged firepower that I can get. Let's put him in the center. Let's put Moody out on the wings. It'd be nice to have a bunch of archers with bow mastery by now. That way we could outrange the goblins, but that's just not what we have. That's the best way to crush them, is just to have superior firepower, concentrating, destroying them. But this is considered a makeshift encampment, so the forces here shouldn't be insane. A Goblin Overseer, honestly, at this point, is just a great opportunity for us to get an Impaler, which is the best crossbow you can get. It's a bit heavy, but it has the ability also to knock back, which is really great. So guys, whenever we come back next time, Camp of the Senate, and hopefully we can just crush these dudes. It doesn't look like a huge fight, maybe 13 or 14 of them, but they have fortifications. So they're not going to be easy to snipe unless they come out. Well, we may have to go to them. We might have to go to them and try and force them out. Do we have anyone in the front? You know what, like Tiberius? We'll pull him out. And we'll put Wolf Bloodarm in there. And let him try to do work. Kind of want to just give him an axe. There you go, bud. That feels better. I don't know. Hand axe feels better. But guys, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. My name is Brett. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, y'all.